You can learn more about the Bedford Brass Quintet at www.bedfordbrassquintet.com. There you go. Two more awesome pitchers here tonight. We are going to invite next up Angie and her team of from the Little Fishers Club. And are you guys all ready to go? Or you look ready. I think they're ready. Okay. Let's give Angie and the team here a big round of applause.
And we're dressed for the occasion, as you can see, and it's getting hot. My name is Angie Burke, and with me I have Ingrid Wright, Ashley Dix, Evelyn Dix, and Ron McWeeny. They're some of our organizers and volunteers with the Little Fishers Club. I'm one of the organizers as well. So what I want to do is just tell you our story. Last August, a few of my family members decided one evening to go fishing mackerel on the South Jetty Wharf at the DeWolf Park in Bedford. After being there 3 consecutive nights and after meeting some of the local fishermen, we suggested that we should start a club teaching kids how to fish and what's involved in fishing. This is a lifetime of learning that can be passed down from generation to generation. So about a week later, we met at the local Tim Hortons shop, and we decided to call our club the Little Fishers Club. We have 4 organizers and about 14 volunteers. So what we did is we did up membership forms, disclaimers, a set of rules and whatnot, and then we contacted the Waterfront Development Corporation to get permission to use the spot. Our event was held every Friday night, and through some of the local fishermen, we were able to obtain some extra fishing rods for kids that didn't have them. Our first meet was September 7th, 2012, from 5 to 7 p.m. every Friday night, and we finished October the 20th. On our first night, we had 16 families show up, and 6 weeks later, we had 69 families registered. So this year we decided, we just had a meeting last week, we're going to start on June the 28th to the end of September. Last October it got pretty cold, so we don't want to do that this year. And it's going to be from 6 to 8 p.m. Our goal was to get children away from today's technology and back outside to enjoy the fresh air and nature. We also decided that we didn't want our club to be a babysitting club, so therefore parents must stay with their children, making this event 2 hours of great quality family time together. We also wanted our club to be available to children of all ages. Last year, our children consist of ages from as young as 2.5 to 86-year-old young. So we taught everybody how to fish. Membership fees are $5 for the first week and $2 each week afterwards, so we wanted to make sure it was affordable to all the children. This money is collected to replace hooks, lines, and whatnot, and also to pay for a Johnny on the spot, because where we're at the South Jetty Wharf, there's no bathroom facilities, and unfortunately, there's not enough trees for everybody to hide behind. We go in search of donations from local businesses such as hot dogs, buns, bottles of water, and prizes. Because we all have daily jobs, this task is not as easy not an easy one. Sorry. We received a donation from one of our members last fall in memory of her brother who passed suddenly away with cancer. These Little Fishers hats that we're wearing were donated. This money today would certainly come in handy to make sure that every child has one. Last year, we had a wide variety of visitors, which included general public, Lotus politicians, tourists, and the media, who all stated they enjoyed their evening at the wharf with us. One of the most enjoyable visitors... I'm done already? Oh, okay, I'm done. Roll the horn. few problems. This year we spoke to the Waterfront Development Corporation, who have agreed that they're going to put new signage up. So this year should not be a problem.
Trustee questions?
Do you see yourself in a few different locations around the harbor?
Well, we got a call last week from a fishing club in Brookfield. They have 5 members there, and they want to come up to Bedford to see how we deal with our clubs. So, and I've gotten calls since January. I got a message one night on Facebook in January at 11:30 at night, wondering when the Little Fishers Club was going to take place. I'm thinking, this is January, people. They come from all over HRM. We're really shocked because I'm from Sackville myself, and most of the people here are. We decided to pick Bedford because it's a great location. We get them from Halifax, Dartmouth, Spryfield, all over.
Is it a catch-release program, or are they taught how to clean and cook the fish?
We catch them, we cook them, and we eat them.
When old enough, they learn to fillet them.
We actually teach the kids how to clean them as well on the wharf. We have cooked them on the wharf. But the most amazing thing is I went down one day and there was 2 older men. They were fishing. They had a 5-gallon bucket full. And they were from Spryfield. This wasn't during the Little Fishers Club, but they were actually taking them back to people who use food banks in Spryfield. Of course, people can only use food banks once a month. So a lot of times it's tough on families when the income isn't there. And these 2 older gentlemen were actually taking them out to Spryfield that people would have something to eat. So it's great.
Sir, what about fishing licenses? Are they required? How do you cover that?
Not in saltwater fishing. No fishing license required, just in freshwater. Well, last year, like I got so far in my speech, I didn't finish it all, but that's okay. We were donated a few hats through one of our organizers. Her brother had died suddenly of cancer, and they bought us so many hats, but we didn't have enough to go around. So we had taken some as the adults, and we lost them that same evening because we wanted to make sure that the kids had them first. But like I said, we've gotten calls since February. The last 2 weeks, a lot more calls are coming in. And we just want to make sure that there's hats available. Fishing rods were donated by some of the local fishermen down there. We want to make sure that each kid has them. And if we have any single parents that come over with their child, and let's say they're on, income assistance or whatever the case may be, and they can't afford rods, we'd like to use this money to make sure every child has one.
Open it up. Anyone in attendance here can ask a question about the Little Fishers Club.
And also to answer your question there as well, the children have to pay for the Johnny on the spot. And it's used by a lot of others besides the little fishing clubs. We have the running room, we have people walking dogs, and we don't mind paying for it. But it would certainly help to pay that as well.
Not a question, but a comment. My husband and I happened to go out on the last night of the Little Fishers Club, and to see little girls and little boys, the looks on their faces, and the families just enjoying it so much. Lots of food to eat, beautiful prizes donated by the community. It was, and candy, and it was awesome.
We get prizes from local businesses, and we try to give away fishing rods, tackle boxes. A couple of nights we had tents, 2-man tents that we gave away. A lot of them came from local businesses, but there was times where the money came out of our own pockets as well to make sure that we had them.
These are the fishing lines that they use as well. They get tied on mackerel rigs. Angie actually makes these by hand, but they cost a lot of money for the crimps and feathers and hooks to make them for 69 kids. Plus, when they hook them on the bottom and they use them, and the seal.
It's my part-time job.
Would you consider corporate locations that are close to neighborhoods that?
I'll talk to you after, okay? The answer is yes.
Just about anywhere.
Yeah, because we're just a group of volunteers, that's all we are. We have full-time jobs, but we dedicate our time for the children. There's just too much technology out there nowadays. And I got a call from a gentleman the other day. He just moved down from Ireland here a year ago. And he said his child and his wife and his mom and the wife and him, they're just so excited for the 28th of June when we start up again. He even mentioned that as a boy growing up in Ireland, he always wanted to learn how to fish, but the opportunity just wasn't there for him. And we're going to give him that opportunity. So if any one of you want to show up on the 28th of June and you don't know how to fish, guess what? We'll teach you.
And as you can see, it's family oriented. It's always family first.
For bigger equipment, can we go out there and bigger fish? Sharks, whales,
I'm going to take you out on the boat, okay?
You need a license for that.
What is the biggest, is there like the biggest fish that was caught by it?
We caught a lobster there last year.
We did throw him back, but they didn't able to keep him.
Well, time for one more question here. Anybody for the Little Fishers Club?
So you say you give out prizes every week? Is that for like most fish caught or?
No, we just, at the beginning, when they come in and they register and they let us know that they're there, they get a ticket, and the other half of the ticket goes into a pot. We want to make sure that, I mean, I'm a good fisherman. I can beat these guys fishing any day, right? So, a little bit of brag in there. Sorry, guys. And so we don't want the same winners. So their names go in a pot, every child has a chance. And there's been times last year, we had a Halloween party on the wharf for them last year, pouring down rain, cold north wind, and we figured nobody's going to show up. We had 29 families show up in the pouring down rain. Well, it was a Halloween party. They were only allowed to paint their faces, right? And these guys brought in a big Halloween cake, and we had a good time. Froze, but we had a good time.
That's all the time we have. Big hand for
Yes, I'll have to learn again when I go to the wedding. Yes, you
Hey, do a jig.
What?
Do a jig.
Do a jig?
Hey, wait a sec. Okay, go to it.
No, you want to see that?